Okay, so hi guys, it's Allison Marie, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Sorry about the little bit of a content break. Um, Life, I had to work. Gotta love it. But today and tomorrow, I am going to be working on so many videos. I just bought the Sims 2 and then the Sims 1. So we're gonna be having a lot of videos coming out. So I have to think about an upload schedule. I was also gonna get the Sims Medieval. Didn't have quite enough money, but that'll be the next purchase. um, but anyways, today we are going to be watching the trailer for the Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack. I will be honest. I have seen. I did watch it on my phone before work. However, since I was in a rush to get somewhere, I didn't do a deep dive and I didn't have time to turn on my computer and watch it on my main monitor. I was just watching it on my phone, which I just got the new 16 Pro Max. So yeah. But this is I'm gonna count this as my first watch through this, because even though I have seen it, but I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? Because six. What is this, 7 inches versus 27? Difference. So I'm going to react to this, and let's go right into it. Let's get right on into it. The pack is called The Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack. Got a lot of pottery. Okay, those are new tattoos. Candy making. Hold on, I'm gonna pause because I can actually, since I've technically already watched it. This is technically my second time watching it. One thing I have noticed is that I'm assuming this is the owner of the gym and this is a patron of the gym, or maybe a worker. No, he's a worker, or he's either a patron or a worker. Either way, no, that's got to be a patron. No, I mean a worker. Yes, because it's 37 simoleons per hour, so that's got to be a worker. So you hire people and you actually get kind of payroll deduct at the end of the shift. So that's cool. And tattoo shop. And then this is what really intrigued me about this. Is the fact that you can actually go to a tattoo artist. The tramp stamps and and then one thing I liked about it is that the tattoos, you can kind of do the way that the dogs kind of are, and the horses, and also you can see up here there's standing still, raising the arms, either one or both, lifting and either lifting one of the legs. Oh, then there's pottery, which is really intriguing. So I'm also assuming that getting the tattoos actually hurt, because the person's kind of wincing in pain and making noises during the class. I don't know what this class is for. Maybe it's a class you have to take before you start working as a tattoo artist. I don't know. Also, that tattoo, I think that tattoo is supposed to be a plum bob. Also, this hair is honestly, that hair is stunning. Okay, resident. Oh. Okay, so this is definitely new. So this is kind of what we wanted for Get to Work with the live in business kind of a thing. So let's just say, for instance, those European townhomes. I was just trying to say if I could think of a country, but those European townhomes, I think they're Swedish or something, or Norwegian. Where they have the shop at the bottom level, and then they have the apartments up at the top. I saw Lil Simsy mention something about that. So I'm assuming that's gonna be great how you can actually do that now instead of just pretending per se. It's actually going to function. and you don't have to have like a separate lot. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to, I can't figure out how I want to wear this since it is currently 10 a.m. and I haven't had coffee and I haven't had anything to eat. So this is literally the first thing I've done besides buy The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. Because I got a full day of recording ahead of me. Okay. Okay, yeah, employees only. This kind of works also like the For Rent expansion pack a little bit. Now this pottery, this really intrigues me because if you don't know, I don't want to, like, I've never done like pottery with like a pottery wheel, but I have done pottery before and I love it. But it's like, I personally find it difficult if you don't have a pottery wheel just because you can't get it as smooth and things like that. Because I did pottery in high school, in my high school art class, but it was so difficult to get like smooth edges, and like I'm like such a perfectionist that like I knew it wasn't the way that I wanted it to be. However, because there's a deadline, because it's like technically an assignment, I couldn't get it the way I wanted it to. Because number one, there weren't any pottery wheels. Number two, like they weren't 100% all the best supplies and things like that since this is a public school. But I love pottery. And the only thing I have with it is that it makes a huge mess. But I really like how this looks like it's like an actual class, and like, is that sponge like supposed to be a freezer button? Like there's a face on that. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Also, that's a new top, some new jeans, and that looks like a new hair. This I think is that like the kiln maybe? No, that's not what a kiln looks like. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Because that's not what a kiln normally looks like. And I've seen a kiln, obviously. That's not normally what a kiln looks like, so I'm a little bit confused by that, but we move on. Yep, you can sell the stuff too. And obviously break it. And repair it. I wonder what that is. What was that? There's like a transferring. So you can transfer ownership of the business specifically to like one sim. So this is mom and dad, and they're transferring business ownership to their daughter. And that's kind of like what that symbolizes, I'm assuming. And then that's daughter and her kids. And then we get a look of the world. Yeah, as I said, this kind of looks like this is an Amsterdam inspired world. Or like very like Northern European, because like this almost reminds me of Venice. I couldn't think of it for a second, but I also think this looks like somewhere in the Netherlands. I don't know. I say the Netherlands instead of the Netherlands. I am 100% European, so the Netherlands. That's how you pronounce it if you're European. But so we have that this canal, like this reminds me like of Amsterdam. Like it's like this bit here reminds me of Notre Dame. This reminds me of like maybe the Seine, or like in like France, or as I said, the Venice like waterways. And then those buildings let me get them if I can scroll them, but like the buildings that they showed in the beginning where it's like the townhomes, those remind me of like very like Swedish townhomes. So if I look up Swedish townhomes, I think no. Yeah. Like these kind of, if Google wants to load, because my PC is crying. Yeah, these kind of things. That's what it reminds me of. Like the towers, and then there's businesses down below here, like on the first level. And then up here, so like, let's just say like right here. Let's use this one as, or like, well, I can't tell if that's part of this building or if that's like a separate cart. So I'm going to use this building as an example. So more than likely, this where this like brown bit is, and I will even open this in a new tab. So since I know a lot about European architecture, so this bit down here, from like here down, is more than likely a like shop, and then like from here up is either where the owners live or like apartments. Same for pretty much the rest of these. So that is very typical. Now the only thing with that is that before we couldn't really do that because we couldn't have a business lot on the same lot as your Sims are living on unless you have the open for business mod. I think that's by Little Miss Sam's. But like you could pretend and like have like an empty lot where like your Sims technically like live, like in game it's registered that that's their address, but they live in air quotes at the in-home business where like they run their business and then they like sleep upstairs. So we've always had to like have that like element of pretend with that, but it seems like with this like there's like not gonna be like pretending. There's actually gonna be like you can actually like it'll be like a residential / business lot. So it seems like there's gonna be a new lot type. So I'm really, really excited about that. So, and then if we continue, there's just like a couple seconds. Like, so the gameplay trailer is February 18th, which is 10 days from today. That is next Tuesday. Do I have to work that day? Because depending on whether I can work that day is going to depend on how soon I can record that. The 18th, I do have to work that day. Brilliant. But I don't have to work the 19th, so I'll probably record it then. But yeah, so then gameplay trailer is February 18th, and then the link should be, well, that's that. Okay, so there's like digital content. Hold on, I'll play the rest of this. So yeah, so you get like the statue, the display case, and then this, and then it's coming out in a month, and then purchased by April 18th. You get the set up shop digital content. Okay, so the Sims 4 Hobbies and Businesses expansion pack. I don't care to watch the trailer again. So this is kind of like one of the screenshots that they chose to show off. So I'm honestly very intrigued about like this like candy shop, mainly because like Katy Perry's Sweet Treats is so iconic. I've honestly never played The Sims 3. I know, shocking. But I've never played The Sims 3. But I just love the aesthetic of like candy and things like that. So I because my favorite color is pastel pink. So like anything like pastel and cute and like rainbows is like right up my alley. And then you have the stark contrast of the dark color palette of like a maybe antique shop or like an art store. It looks kind of like an art store. So it also looks like you can place items from build mode and like mark them for sale with this. Kind of what it looks like, because that's like the tragic clown painting. We have that Princess Cordelia bust, and then we have a couple more paintings and things like that. And then like up here looks like some type of a tech shop. So yeah, as I said, like there's like stackable. So we'll kind of see how this works. And then this looks like a house. So you can either have two businesses on top of another, or like have them continue up, or there can be like a house. So like the person who owns the sweet shop, or candy shop. I don't know why I say sweet shop. That's very European. That's very British. But the person who owns a sweet shop obviously probably lives above the candy shop, where the person who owns the like art gallery, or like art store doesn't live above it, obviously, and there's another store above. And as I said, it looks like some type of tech store or something, or like some type of like coding store, like underground thing. So there's like two ways you can do it. Either you can live on top, or you can not. And what I'm assuming, if you might own the whole building, and then like you can like rent out, like whether it's like the upstairs to like a renter, like a live-in, or like upstairs to another business. So I feel like it's gonna be like, for rent mixed up with get to work, but like enhanced in ways. But I feel like it could have been done as a refresher to get to work, but hey ho, we know how EA is. And then this is like another look at like the pottery section. So here's where they have like the pottery classes. Yeah. And then here's like kitchen and things like that. So here's where they have like the pottery classes. And like over here we have like the shared bathrooms. And then over here we have like the kiln over here, and then the selling area. That's actually a really cute like pot with the gnome. And I got like some overview of like some build mode items. We have like some tile. This looks like a really nice blue wallpaper, a new sink, and all types of fun stuff like that. And then this is another look at the tattoo shop. My headphones are yelling at me saying that they need to be charged. And she kind of reminds me of Doja Cat. I just realized that. She kind of reminds me of Doja Cat. I don't know why, but she does. Anyways, we have like, as I said, another look at the tattoo shop. There's not really much to like pick apart here, but like we have like this poster and like a couple more posters, neon sign. This looks like some like ink for the tattoos. This might be some new brick walls. It's obviously a new tattoo table and things like that, and that's a new mirror. And she's wearing clothes that are completely new. And then this is like an art square for like woodworking and like painting and things like that. But we already have like this stuff obviously in games and base game, bonsai tree again. And then we have these stalls in the back. And the final picture is this statue, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like a Greek / Roman, like a Greco-Roman goddess. But they put tattoos on her, which my love for Greco-Roman mythology is like crying on the inside. Like that's like, if those aren't removable, like that kind of pisses me off, because like technically speaking, for that to be like more accurate, like the tattoos thing, like I don't know when tattoos actually became a thing, but I don't think tattoos were a thing in ancient Greece or Rome. Hell, I don't even think they were in ancient Egypt, even though Egypt came beforehand. So, yeah. Anyways, that's not that. No. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about historical accuracy. This candy shop, I don't know why. Like, out of all the three, and I'm not really too into the tattoos, but it's like good for like gameplay. Like if you want to have your Sims go get a tattoo, like they can actually go get it. You don't have to pretend like you're taking them into cast and, oh, I went to the tattoo shop. And then this, I really love the pottery thing. I'm assuming this you can make with pottery as well. And then my favorite thing is like the sweet shop. Like I am so freaking excited about that. And then what does it say down here? It says, open your dream business, dream big, and create a small business that will leave your sim feeling fulfilled. Make and sell pottery or other crafts, provide a service like tattoos or classes, or come up with something unique. So there's like other things you can like sell. Okay. Use a selection tool to designate space in your home for doing what you love and making a living with it. With the new ticket kiosk, you can run the business you want, charging customers for entry or for time spent. Oh, okay. Run a family business and hire your Sims household. Okay. Or meet the perfect candidate and offer them a job. So it's either or. Explore the possibilities with the new small businesses system. So, what I'm assuming what you can do, you can either hire someone for money or have like your family or kids work for you for free. What I'm thinking. Okay, and then make your mark. With the new tattooing skill, you can give Sims pre-made custom or dedicated tattoos. So the tattoo, like it's a skill. Okay. Like a tattoo artist is a skill, what it is. Like you're an artist. And As you level up your skill, you'll unlock more stamps and stencils and increase the odds of excellent results. Body art is about freedom of expression and to celebrate that you can now freely create your own designs in tattoo paint mode. Okay, so you have to like go up to the, okay. I'm just kind of like piecing together. So like you start off with like stencils or like certain things, and then once you like max the skill like to a certain level of the skill, then that's when you can go into cast, I'm assuming, and do that. Other than that, you have to do it in game. So tattoos can even be layered. Share your custom tattoo designs with other simmers using the gallery or browse for tattoos to use in your own game. So you can upload the custom tattoos to the gallery, which I was honestly not even thinking that was going to be a thing. That actually sounds quite cool. Okay, mold your future. As you hone your pottery skill using the pottery wheel, more designs like functional tea sets, planters, incense burners, and more will become available to you. Finish your pieces in the pottery kiln. There are plenty of options for glazes. At higher levels of pottery skill, Sims can use the Japanese art of kintsugi to create beautiful pieces from broken ceramics. That, you know what? I'm not going to... Anyways... I'm not going to go into whether or not that's difficult or not, because whatever, I had to do that in like 8th grade. But anyways, a world of possibility. Build your future in a town steeped in history. Nordhaven. No, it's Norwegian, as I said. Nordhaven is the perfect place to pursue the things you care most about, like creative and inspiring hobbies. Sims can attend meetups to mix and mingle with those who are passionate about the same hobbies. They can even find someone to mentor them in their favorite skills. Sims can become mentors at high skill levels, or they can build their legacy by hosting classes and lectures. Listening to a lecture is one of the ways a Sim may earn mastery perks. Hobbies are best when shared, so explore the new neighborhoods of Gamlavik and Iverstad to meet like-minded Sims. I love how my European came up with that Iverstad, because that's how I'd say it. Because Gamalvik and Iverstad be how I'd pronounce that, and then obviously have like the minimum respects required. But I personally am getting really excited about this. I'm not like the biggest fan, but I have a completionist in me, and I will buy like everything that I can when I can. After I get this, I'm going to start getting the kits because I have like only a couple kits, and then The Sims just released like 10 kits in a month, so it's like, but. As I said, this is the first video of God knows how many videos I'm going to record today. Because then I'm going to, now after I record this, I'm going to record like launching The Sims 1 and then playing it for a bit and then playing The Sims 2 after I play like a couple of videos with The Sims 1. So, anyways, guys, if you guys liked today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and ding the little notification bell so that way you never miss a video from me. And yeah, I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. And if you aren't currently following me on Twitch, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. It is linked in my channel bio, but it is also, I will tell you, obviously, it is Allison Marie Sims 13. And if you made it to the end of this video, be sure to subscribe. I am trying my best to get videos out as quickly and as often as I can, while also working 5 days a week. So, I love you all, and I will see you in my next video.